India telecom industries is one of the fastest growing industry across the world. Currently, we have 1.1 billion users across the country. In the last 2 decades, there is a great transformation in the telecom industry, initiating just from the calling services to the internet-based smartphone services and now the digital payment also. But behind this success stories, there lies a lot of challenges, a lot of struggles that the industries has went through, which includes a 2G scam, consolidation of the markets, mergers, winding up the business, and many more to come into the near future. In 2008, while the government issued licenses for a 2G spectrum, which were later on considered as one of the biggest fraud of the country, to the tune of 1,76,000 crores in INR terms. Later on, multiple companies have shut down their businesses. These companies includes Unitech Wireless, Swan Telecom, and multiple overseas operators who left the operations. Later on, Aircel has also entered into the insolvency. Then the name comes Reliance Communications and Videocon. They have also faced the insolvency in last 1 decade. The another player which was there in 2012 and 13, Tata Teleservices, which has been acquired by the Airtel. There is an entry from the Reliance Jio, which changed the dynamics of the market, offering freebies, free internet, free plans to the user and captured a significant portion of the market. And that portion is keep on growing on a regular basis. Post the launch of the Jio services, there were very few players in the market and in able to survive and to have a growth. The consolidation phase started and two biggest brand, Vodafone and Idea, announces their merger in 2017, which actually got completed in 2018. It's been 7 years that this two brand has already been consolidated and operating collectively. The combined valuation of Vodafone and Idea in 2018 were around 1,50,000 crores, having a user base of more than 400 million. The merged entity grappled with the number of challenges, which includes maintaining debt of more than 2 lakh crore of rupees, fierce competitions from the Airtel and Reliance Jio, poor services to the consumer, which have dented their subscribers, and more importantly, a Supreme Court order to pay an amount of INR 58,000 crores as spectrum dues to the government. The company, which has a latest revenue of more than 10,000 crores, struggling to meet its debt obligations to the lenders as well as to the government dues. The government has bailed out the Vodafone Idea at the multiple instances wherein the debt to the government has converted into the equity. Effectively today, the government owns a significant proportion of equity in the consolidated entity to an extent of 49%. The company being a listed company having a public shareholding of 25%, and the promoters group, effectively the Vodafone and Idea promoters consolidated holding 25%. There were a lot of media bites going in from last couple of years, wherein the ministry is saying they have adequately funded a lot, they don't have a more scope to fund. The reason being, any more conversion of debt into the equity make Vodafone and Idea a public sector undertaking. There were media bites from the Aditya Birla group that they are fine to give away their equity without anything into the return. And more importantly, in one of the recent conversations, Vodafone and Idea has mentioned that if they are not going to get bailout package or they are not going to get an appropriate support from the government, they will be moving to an insolvency by next year. The Indian industry has already witnessed a couple of insolvency into the telecom industry. Whether the Vodafone and Idea is also the same path, whether government is going to bail out, whatever could be the potential outcome that lies in the future, but this is very sure, whether the company goes into the insolvency or not, the majority loss will be suffered by the public at large in the form of the shareholding, in the form of the investment that had been made into the equity share of the company, in terms of the government dues that is not going to be recovered, and definitely the large chunk of the consumer who have already subscribed and the customer of the Vodafone Idea. They're going to be monopolistic market into the future. It end up raising the prices for the consumer. I hope you like this video. Do share your thoughts below relating to the challenges that is being faced by the Vodafone Idea.